Hi everyone, I'm going to talk to you about AI regulation in the UK. And we're going to do a bit of time travel. We're going to go into the past, then we're going to come back to the present, and then we're going to look into the future. So, heading back into the past, all the way to March 2023, which I appreciate isn't very far in the past, but things happen quickly in AI. In March, the government issued the AI white paper. This was essentially a policy statement as to AI regulation, an invitation to comment, and a commitment to respond once those comments were in. The philosophy of the AI white paper was pretty much in line with what we expected from the UK government, which was to say pro-innovation, light touch regulation, and focusing on outcomes rather than technologies. In fact, what this specifically said was no to regulating technology, no to there being a single regulator or indeed a specific AI law, although watch this space. And it said yes to 5 principles that it believed, based on the OECD framework, should be applied into AI companies, and an encouragement to existing UK regulators to consider those principles within their own markets. Let's come up to present. What's happened since then? Well, quite a lot. There are a variety of UK regulators. It's not a barren landscape from a regulatory point of view. And each of those regulators has, to a greater or lesser extent, issued a position statement or research. Some, in fact, in fairness, had already issued statements in areas such as medical devices or data privacy. Essentially, these statements, the fuller ones, have been an analysis of AI in their markets, consideration of adverse use cases and risks, and an indication, a signaling of preparedness to act where necessary. So embracing the white paper's principles, in effect. The Financial Conduct Authority put it pretty well when they said, we don't regulate technology, we regulate the effects of the use of technology in financial services. And the Advertising Standards Agency put it even more succinctly. They said, there's nothing new under the code. So let's look to the future. What's going to happen as we head into 2024? Well, we're waiting for the government's response on the white paper. That may introduce new ideas. It may introduce proposed legislation, but I think that's unlikely. Or it may just be a firming up of prior position. A group of regulators called the Digital Regulatory Cooperation Forum, which is essentially a supergroup of regulators comprising the CMA, the FCA, the ICO, and Ofcom, the telecoms regulator, have announced that they are going to produce a thing called the Digital and AI Hub. It's going to be launched in 2024, and it's going to be essentially an advisory service for AI companies seeking help with regulatory compliance, if you like, a regulatory sandbox. And that will be interesting, I think, to see, and is in line with the UK approach of offering sort of regulatory collaboration opportunities. The FCA have done something very similar with its digital sandbox, where they invite technology companies to sort of come in and play with synthetic data in a supervised and cooperative environment. The other thing that I think we're going to see is the AI Safety Institute gearing up. This is a new body set up to research, educate, issue guidelines. It's not a regulator, but I think it will be highly influential. And I think we will see more and more materials coming out of the AI Safety Institute, which AI companies would do well to observe. So where are we? Well, as we head into 2024, we have UK regulators signaling preparedness to act within their markets. We have some new connective tissue from government, and I suspect we have more to come.